What's up, YouTube? Michael here. We got John here as well, and he's working on his G-body. He's going to go ahead and get those coilovers, the anti-roll bar, lower control arms all installed. And John's working on the lower control arms now, and maybe he can tell you something about them.
Well, we went in and got the shocks and springs out of the way, and then we jacked the rear end up, put it about pretty close to where we want it. The reason I'm putting in adjustable lower control arms is so I can get my pinion angle back to where it needs to be after we get the coilovers installed. So right now I took the old one out, I drove the bolts out, took the old one out. Right now I'm just putting in the new ones, move to the other side, get that done, and we'll start looking at the coilover brackets. So we got our tube done on each side. We put a plate on the end so we get more surface area for the weld onto the frame. Got our spring purchase here, little support there. Same thing on the other side. Now on the inside I had to cut away a whole bunch of the old support just to get the shock and to get the tube up in here. Let's look at the other side. So I had to cut away a whole bunch of this junk just to get everything to fit up in there, and then I cleaned up the frame so we can weld to it. We're about to fit the bar in now, and we also got the lower side on here welded on pretty good. Cleaned it up, had to cut away the old spring purchase. The guy that put it on here before, it might have been straight from Moser, I don't know. But they welded on the outside and the inside. So it was gonna take a long time and a lot of work to get the whole thing off. So I said, you know what, we don't need to do all that. Well, we got them on here. We're about to slap this thing in there, test fit the shocks. We'll go from there.
Alright, so we got the Viking coilovers installed, and we were playing around with ride height. So this is about where John wants it to ride at. It's probably about at least 3 inches or more lower than what it was previously. So all we got left for the rear suspension is the anti-roll bar.
What's up? So what we did was we measured off our bar, checked to see that that was the right width that we wanted. We came off these a little bit, welded these tabs on. Looked pretty good there. Whenever you take the bolts off, you can pull the caps off and the ARB comes off. We set this up inside underneath the car where I wanted it, where these will be horizontal. These will flip over and connect to the axle tubes. Then we got a distance. We measured our tube, we notched it in the notcher, and we welded onto here 90 degrees off of these ears. We just test fit it onto the car. Looks great. We're about to weld it up.
So the existing roll bar tube that ties the chassis from side to side that the rear down bars go to is what's going to go here. And then the coilover bar that we installed last night, we're probably going to diagonally put some bars across to this. We just have to pick up some more tube to get that done. But I'm going to go ahead and get these I don't know what you want to call them, risers or something like that. We're going to get these welded on.
What's up? Hey, so we got the ARB in. We got the bars all welded up. Everything's good. We've got the arms tabs welded to the rear end. The suspension is at full sag right now. That's why the arms aren't 90 degrees or whatever. But once we put it down on the ground, it sits at 90 degrees. And then we'll readjust the shocks. And some people are probably going to wonder about that too. We'll readjust everything, get it all done. But the basics of it is we got everything welded in. The ARB's here. We got the support bars and everything welded in here. Later I might come in with some gusset this way or another bar going that way. We'll decide that later. But for now, it is fully installed.
Probably come back and cut this extra off here, because originally we weren't sure if we were going to put these bars out here or more toward the center, but we felt like the more narrow that these bars were, the more strength that it was going to have. And just like John said, we'll probably notch some more tubes and weld them in diagonally here or up here to the where the coilovers, the bar that we installed for the coilovers. We may diagonally notch some tubes to come down to this. But we're probably going to try it and see what it does for now. So that'll conclude the ARB and Viking Crusader install on John's G-body. Hit that bell, make sure you get notifications when the next video drops. Like, subscribe. We're going to go ahead and hopefully do some testing here shortly. Look out for those videos. Thanks for watching.